Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be my TV and movie wrap up for January and February. So I watched a total of 10 things. I had a total of 3 rewatches, but everything else was new. Also, I liked a lot of what I watched too, which was really nice. So I'm going to jump straight into the wrap up and I'm going to start with the TV shows first. So I finished Virgin River season 2, which I had talked about in my last TV and movie wrap up. I had, I think, like 4 episodes left, so I finally watched episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. I love season 2. It was great. That ending was so shocking. I don't even know what happened. I'm so glad that Netflix renewed it for a 3rd season, because imagine if that was just the way the show ended. That would be a horrible ending. But overall, season 2 was very good. If you don't know what Virgin River is, it follows a small town named Virgin River, and it mainly follows our female character who moves to Virgin River after having kind of a tragic thing happen in her life, and she kind of runs away to this new town and she becomes the new nurse. There's lots of small town drama and she slowly starts falling in love with the guy who owns a bar in town. It's just super sweet, a very heartfelt, heartwarming, cozy show. Then I rewatched A Discovery of Witches season 1. I've seen the show a million times. I love season 1. It is fantastic. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. I watched season 1 in preparation for season 2, which I will talk about in a minute, but I really love season 1. And if you don't know what the show is about, it follows Diana Bishop, who is a historian and she's also a witch, and she ends up finding this book in the library that has been lost for centuries, and suddenly every creature, vampires, demons, other witches, they are now interested in this book because it basically explains how all of these creatures were created. Everybody suddenly wants this book and wants Diana. And one of those people happened to be Matthew Claremont, who is a very dark and mysterious vampire. The show is just so good. Like, I know it kind of sounds a little cheesy, but it is such a well acted show, and the settings and the sets and like the cinematography and everything about it is just so beautiful, and I really love the show. So it was very fun to rewatch the 1st season, and as I said, I did rewatch it because season 2 was premiering, so I also did watch season 2. I binged the whole thing. After I finished season 2, I immediately wanted to rewatch it because I feel like so much happened in such a short amount of time that I feel like I still miss things. So I definitely want to try to rewatch it ASAP, but oh, season 2 was just flawless. I loved everything about it. So for season 2, this is not really a spoiler, but they time travel to the 1590s. And it's so interesting. I obviously have read the books. I read them years ago, and I barely remember a lot about the books, to be honest. So I don't know what is exactly accurate or what follows the books and what doesn't, because it's been so long since I've read the books. The costumes, the setting, like the sets were just beautiful. The one thing I don't like is every time they transitioned to the 1590s, they have like this shot of what is supposed to be London. It's the same shot over and over and over again, and that really annoyed me. Like, I really didn't like that. Obviously they had to fake what it looked like. I really hated that because it was literally the same shot every single time. It was very annoying. I was like, we've seen the shot. Like, can you try to come up with something else? I don't know. But everything was so well done. The acting also, oh, the acting. I'm going to mention all the scenes that I loved. Okay, the one scene where Diana and Matthew are in the bedroom and they're kind of fighting or having an argument. Matthew's angry and he wants to storm out, and then Diana uses her magic and she says, "We're not done talking." I loved that scene. I loved it so much. It was so just like powerful, and it also just shows you how much of an equal Matthew and Diana are. Like, yes, vampires are very powerful and kind of alpha male-ish if you think about it, but Diana is not weak. Like, she's very strong, she's very tough, and in that scene specifically, I feel like you see them as equals, which I really, really loved. And all the scenes with Philip, I loved them. I love them so much. Also just Diana like standing on her own and just being the badass that she is. Like I loved all of her stuff. Also her learning her magic more and her familiar coming out. Oh, I loved that. Especially in that scene with Kit. I don't want to spoil things, but with Kit and somebody else and she brings out her familiar and it's like this powerful moment. I started crying. I said it's been so many years since I've read the books, but I forget how powerful Diana is and like how unique she is. I think I just like loved reliving all of those things and just seeing it visually. And I love Teresa Palmer as Diana. I could never imagine anybody else. Same with Matthew Good. I can't imagine anybody else as Matthew de Clermont. I absolutely love them. Somebody commented on my casting reaction video that I did years ago. I'm pretty sure I was very skeptical about both of them. And now I think about it and I'm like, why did I ever doubt it? They are just so fantastic and I absolutely love them. Also, Gallowglass. Oh, Gallowglass. I love him. He was great. It was also nice to see the present time and like what the characters are going through over there. That was interesting. I don't think that was in the book. The final episode or the second last episode. I just cannot wait for Diana to get her revenge and to really just show them all up. Like I really can't wait for that. The wedding scene was very beautiful. I loved all of Diana's costumes. They were beautiful. Overall, I love the show. I'm obsessed with it. I cannot wait for season 3. They have already finished filming season 3. They finished it not too long ago, so I'm sure we will get some news on season 3 soon, but I loved season 2 and I highly recommend the show. Honestly, if you love romance, you need to watch the show. Nobody is talking about the show and I don't get it. Like I literally don't get it. It is so amazing. It is so fun and entertaining and the romance is just to die for. Like how could you not love watching a witch and a vampire fall in love when it's against all of the rules? Like I just love this show and please go watch it. It's amazing. And then I watched Bridgerton, which I did make a whole video on, so I'm not going to go full into detail about the show, but obviously this is on Netflix. Everybody has been talking about it. I liked it. I enjoyed the book way more than the show, to be honest. I just didn't really feel the chemistry between the characters, and for some reason like their acting was really off for me. I do think Bridgerton is a little overhyped, I am gonna say it, but I do think it is a great step in the right direction for romance adaptations and romance stories in general, so I am very glad that we do have it and I am excited to see what they do in season 2. I am planning to read the book. But yeah, I just didn't love it as much as I liked the book. Then I did watch some episodes of my favorite British variety game show. So I watched the 2 episodes of the Big Fat Quiz. So we had the Big Fat Quiz of the year and then Big Fat Quiz of the decade. I loved them. They were great. And then I did watch the recent episodes of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. I think I might be behind on 1 or 2 episodes, but I watched like the Christmas episode and then I watched the few recent ones. And of course, I love the show. It's fun. It's funny. It's a great time. And the final TV show I watched was Normal People, which I also did a video on and I will link that down below. I loved this show. The acting was flawless. Like it literally was amazing. Their acting is just, I am speechless when I think about their acting in the show. They have so much chemistry too, like it's crazy. Normal People just follows 2 characters who were in high school together and they hooked up secretly, and it's just them going throughout the years in life, being friends, but also kind of being more, and just them trying to figure out their lives and what they mean to each other. They definitely have a very messy and complicated relationship. It was so beautiful and so heartbreaking. I could go on and on about this show, but I truly loved it and I am so sad that that's it. Like I wish the book was longer, or I wish Sally Rooney wrote another book. I don't know, I just feel like it was so bittersweet but I really, really loved it. And then for movies, I had 2 rewatches and then 1 new one. So I did rewatch 50 Shades Freed. I think, as I said in my last TV and movie wrap up, I was watching the 50 Shades movies with my friends because they had never seen them. So we watched the 3rd and final one. I love the movies. I love the books. It was fun. I don't actually even know the last time I rewatched all the movies. So yeah, I loved rewatching it. And then I also did rewatch 365 Days. I did rewatch it. I rewatched it with my friends because they had never seen it. So I wanted to shock them. It was fun seeing their reactions to everything. I feel like if I were still to rate this, it would be a 3-star. Like, it's a decent movie, but a lot of things don't make sense. Also kind of wanted to rewatch it to see if I actually still don't like it or if I actually like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm very indecisive about this movie. Like, there are things I like about it, but then there are things I hate about it. I guess maybe I'm just indifferent about it. I will link some of like my past reviews about 365 Days if you want to know like my full thoughts. I've talked a lot about this movie, to be honest. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it. I like it, but I also don't. So who knows. And then the last movie that I watched was Ratatouille. Basically, like, all the movies I ever watch are with my friends, and we had another movie night and they wanted to watch Ratatouille. I have never seen it before, so we watched it and it was cute. It was a very heartwarming, cute, fun movie. I don't know, there's not much to say about like an animated movie. It was cute. I liked it. So that is it for my TV and movie wrap up for January and February. Let me know what you have been watching recently, and if you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!